Hey there, this is Maxi35, another electronic CD collection video. I've done Autechre, Autechre, Boards of Canada, and this time, who's next? The one, the only, Richard Devine. To describe Richard Devine's music: abstract, glitchy, chaotic, pure chaos, well organized chaos, kind of futuristic soundscapes, kind of very psychedelic, very... If you're not used to it, this music will throw you. You'll find it quite horrible to listen to. I mean, yeah, I personally love his music, like when like to the untrained ear, if you're not too familiar with Richard Devine, it's not something to just dive into. It's quite... You have to have an ear for his music. But yeah, it's based in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, that's the Georgia above Florida, not the one below Russia. Yeah. And yeah, as I say, I've done 3 videos on the collection, physical media, CDs, just CDs, no vinyls. And yeah, Richard Devine, he's the fourth. I have to include him. Yeah, I've only really just I've been aware of him, but I've only just really just kind of got whatever I can. I couldn't get all of them. I've got 5. But yeah, Richard Devine. You got so many machines, Richard. No, not that Richard. The one in Atlanta. Lip Switch. I believe this came out in the year 2000. I think he did an album in 1995. Begins with an S. But yeah. Alamapa, is that how you pronounce it? 2001, as it tells you. I said Dissect. Yeah, I've had this on iTunes for quite some time, so this was the first album I was introduced to. Yeah, the kind of surreal world. It's kind of like Autechre, but on mutated speed. Yes, quite an assault on the senses. But yeah, that's why it's so damn... Yeah, I've did. Is this really necessary? Why do I have to do this? Look at the album. That was 2003, yeah. I've had this on iTunes before I got it on CD. Yeah, I'll do that later. Pissing about, aren't I? Yeah, this was the most expensive album I got. Cautela, yeah, I can't really pronounce it. Yeah, there you go, if you can read that. Cautela, yeah, I can't really... Made in Canada. Slig Stop, Matvic interior, they are my favourite ones. But yeah, this came out in 2005. It's my favourite, I'd have to say. Well, Wisp, that came out in 2013. That's too expensive. I think, well, I'm not sure on Discogs. I think there's a copy that's selling in Japan, and it's around about €300, 290 quid or whatever currency. But yeah, far too expensive. Maybe it's different in other countries, but But yeah, I'm proud of this one. This cost me around about like 25 sterling, 25 pounds, etc. It's the most expensive one I've paid for. This came out, yeah, but Wisp, yeah, I have listened to Wisp, listened to it on like Bandcamp, YouTube, etc. But yeah, I can't get a copy of that because it's too expensive. Unless I want to pay a couple of hundred. Sort l.ve, or is it l.ve? (2018). Centric Pin, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I'll just leave it on the, in good time. I'll just leave my favourites in the comments section. And that is my Richard Devine collection. If you look him up on YouTube, he's a very open guy. He's quite genuine. Tells him his life story. Goes on about this and that, the machines he uses. Like module machines. Plugins. Like the software technology. The kind of synthesizers he uses. It's like his own made contraptions. And just look him up. And yeah, as I say, I'm not a professional analyst. There's plenty of people that have left reviews that will give you a more thorough description on Richard Devine's work. But yeah, he has my respect. He is certainly one on his own. He's kind of very accomplished musician. He's also a sign designer. His designs, I've also heard of it. What was it called? It was commissioned by is it Manchester? Recursions. Yeah, this piece, this standalone track. Yeah, I can't think of it at the moment. Convulsive recursions. Yeah. I'll just type it in later. You all know what I mean, don't you? If you're familiar with Richard Devine. Yeah. His music is very like mind melting, rattling. As I say, very chaotic, very sort of very experimental, very abstract, very out there. Next generation of electronic music. But yeah, this is my little. As I say, I've only got 5 albums. I think he may be releasing a new album in the near future. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if you check out, it's done many interviews with like I don't know, like sound equipment companies and all that sort of thing, and he's had like a lot of, it's entertaining. It's worth a listen. Like a lot of his like inspirational videos. He goes on about his life story. Like I think I like the bit like, I think he studied architecture. He set out to be like he didn't set out to be a musician. And like when he first began, I think he was in his folks' garage, tripping on acid, and that's just like very like. But yeah, his music is just just listen to it for yourself. It's like, I'll tell you one thing on this before I wrap this up. Wandale and on this one, Takara, they're kind of like chill out tracks at the end of Acid Dissect and Sort l.ve. I'd say they're kind of like chill out tracks just to declutter all the PTSD you've just listened to. Kind of like Cure for Schizophrenia. Yes, but yeah, it's Wandale. Yeah, that's just like kind of 2 chill out tracks at the end of 2 of his albums. I think that's quite cool that it's included. If you want for professional analysis or whatever description, like just there's plenty of people that know more about Richard Devine, like have a fuller description than I do. But yeah, I'm honoured to have these in my electronica collection, kind of like extreme electronica collection to some extent. But yeah, Richard Devine, you keep on improving your methods.